Hi, I'm Charmayne James, and I'm going to be talking about wide turns, leaving the barrels, or not finishing the backside of the turns. So the first thing we'll talk about is a few of the causes that happen. So what happens in most cases is you come into this turn a little wider outside of that 4 foot, okay? And then you get real close inside of this third point here, okay? So this horse really has no place to go when he's getting ready to finish the turn and you're turning and going back up to the alleyway. He's either going to run wide out of the barrel or he's going to come over the top of it with his hip. And most of the time, those horses are going to run wide out of the barrel, okay? So that's where you get right here. They take that extra step out and they go wide out here. Okay, so one of the fixes for that, when you're going into that barrel, try to use a little bit of outside foot to move that hip over when you're running, okay? Try not to go into that barrel outside of the 4 feet. You don't want to be inside of the 4 feet. You don't want to go outside. Try and stay pointing that horse's head about 4 feet, and you've got to make sure you ride that horse up to this 4 feet past the barrel, and then when you get on the back side, you'll want to pick this inside hand up, lift up, and use some outside leg pressure to help finish that turn, okay? Now, another reason that you sometimes will have a horse run wide out it if you get too close, okay? So if that horse is going wide, that means that you haven't gave that horse enough room coming into the barrels, and that's also going to shoot him out wide leaving the turn, okay? You want to have great position coming into the barrels. You're going to be sitting to the outside, pointing that horse's head and shoulders, riding up to that third access point, okay? Sitting down, lifting up with your inside hand a little bit, and pressure with your outside leg, okay? Now, if this has become a problem for your horse and it consistently happens when you go out and make runs, you're going to have to slow down. Maybe go and run exhibitions. Slow your horse down, make them do it correct, because horses are creatures of habit. And if you start creating a new good habit of finishing that turn and allowing them to get their body in the correct spot, it's going to be much easier. Now we're going to take another look at it. I'm going to go through the complete pattern, and we're going to look at the back side of the first and the second barrel. Okay, let's go through the entire pattern. Keeping in mind that we possibly have a horse here that blows off of the first barrel or is wide, finishing that turn. Okay, so it's real important for me to make sure that I guide to those barrels correctly, pointing that horse's head and shoulders. Okay, aiming up to my third access point. Now I want to lift this hand up and sit to the outside to finish. And I want to make sure that I stay sitting through the turns. In some cases, riders are standing up too soon when they leave the barrel, okay? So same thing at the second barrel. You've got to have your position going into that barrel, okay? You want to make sure you get 4 feet past the barrel, 4 feet to the right of it. Stay sitting. And when you come around the back of that second barrel, you want to make sure you come around and you keep this nose picked up and you're sitting to the outside, okay? Now, one of the things that you can do when you work your horse when that happens, you can lope around that barrel. You want to make sure your horse stays soft in the face, okay? Make sure he keeps his nose down and soft all the way around. And you can see right there, my horse even picked his nose up a little bit, so I'm going to lope him back around again. Make him keep his nose down. Okay? Picked up the wrong lead. I'm just going to stop him and lope on around this barrel again. Okay? Get another shot of that. All right, my weight's sitting to the outside. Riding up 4 feet to the right, 4 feet past, my hands to the inside, and then I just kind of overturn that barrel with my hand up to help that horse finish the turn. So hopefully that helps you, and good luck.